Hello. Are you aware that according to HubSpot, 92% of marketers in 2014 claimed that social media marketing was important for their business? Social media marketing is essential for organizations today to help brand, promote, and with a little time invested, grow your business. My name is Jenny Babbitt, and social media marketing is actually essential even in my own career. I'm the secretary for Michigan State University, and I help out with the social media accounts that we have for our advising office. So whether it's Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, or the many other social media platforms, social media today is something that benefits your organization, and I'd like to speak to you about those certain benefits. Every organization has a purpose, or what I like to call, and what many people call, a brand. A brand is something that shows the specifics of your organization. What are you doing? What is out there for you, for your career, for your business? What are you doing? And it's important for your brand to be part of your social media marketing. It is a wonderful way to show everyone what you're about. And using social media can help you with that. So you're going to want to get people intrigued. You want to get people talking, and you in the end get people interested in your organization, whether it's retail and buying, whether you're working at a university and it's retaining students and appealing to newer students coming in. And so like two examples in retail, an example in retail would be Macy's. Macy's is a very large retail organization that uses Facebook and Twitter and other accounts to show what's going on in their organization. Just as where I work at Michigan State, we use our social media accounts to get news out so that students know what is going on in our department. And in order for a brand to be acceptable, to be important, you need to be clear and you need to be concise on it. Social media is a perfect platform to get for branding. According to blogger Jason Myers from Forbes.com, using social media in regards to getting a brand of an organization out is important because it simultaneously makes you easier and more accessible for new customers. It makes you more familiar and recognizable for existing customers. So it's a great way to get people interested, not only your current customers, but potential customers. And that's what you always want to do. We're always wanting to grow. You always want the business to keep going. And so to open a social media marketing plan can create an atmosphere that can morph into brand loyalty. And that's another important aspect of it as well. We want people to be loyal to our brand. We don't want people just to come one time. It was nice. We want them to come every time, no matter what the type of organization it is. Two different organizations who do a great job with branding on social media accounts is, but the BarkBox. I don't know if most people know what BarkBox is. They have capitalized on the dog memes, the pictures of dogs with funny sayings on it. And they also have the BarkBox is actually a box that is sent to you that are different samples for your pet. And the Facebook page alone itself also talks to you as if you were a dog. And so they've really capitalized on the whole canine dog interest that seems to be in America and many other countries these days. And the second organization that does a great job with branding on Twitter this time are the TED Talks. TED Talks are speakers that go on and they have speeches about anything you can think of. The most latest one I saw was with Tony Robbins, which was very interesting. But in Twitter alone, TED Talks have over 2 million followers, and that number grows every single day. They're using Twitter and other forms of social media to promote their industry, to promote their brand, which is the next topic I wish to discuss with you. And so as tech savvy as our clients are these days, social media is key in helping promote to an organization's ventures in order to keep bringing new clients in the door. And so whether you could be promoting a sale using social media, you could be promoting an event, and then any big news that's going on in your organization, if there is a new management, if there is a grand opening going on, these are things that can be promoted using social media accounts. And I might say is a better way to get them out there because so many people have social media accounts and they're constantly on them. I mean, we have it on our computers at home, we have it on our computers at work sometimes, we have it on our phones. I just saw a watch is coming out, a smart watch is coming out. I mean, we are inundated with technology on a daily basis, and social media is a very large part of that. And so you used your social media for the brand, and now we're going to use it to promote it. And the best thing is the followers. The followers, your customer base, they're going to help you promote this too, because the nice thing with social media is the ability to share information. If it's something that you like, you can share it with all your friends, with all your family, with anybody who is connected with you on your social media account. And so we're going to use our customers that we have currently with those loyal customers who are loyal to our brand, and they're going to spread that out to their friends, and then more customers are going to come in. And so it's a win-win on every side. And so now, as easy as that sounds, it actually can be difficult, and we need to be mindful about what we're putting out on these posts in regards to promoting our brand, promoting our organization. And Jason Demers of Forbes.com said it's all about optimizing your posts and what you put in those posts, specifically keywords. What keywords are we putting in? We had a career fair at my organization at Michigan State, and in my department, we advertised that on Twitter and we advertised it on Facebook. And how we did that is we use hashtags. Hashtags are very essential in social media. It was Twitter, but now you can use them on Facebook. You use them on Instagram. I'm sure that you use them in other forms of social media. It was a great way for not only us to use that hashtag to keep promoting an event, but also it was a way for not only in the career fair, our students were able to share that information using that hashtag and also sharing it on Facebook or Twitter, but the organizations that came to the career fair, they were able to use that to promote an event too, because they were going to an event. So it's not only did we promote our brand at the advising center, these organizations all promoted them coming to our event, and then also what they're doing out in their community, especially with young college students who are going to be looking to get jobs, internships. And so that was a great way to cement our business reputation by using social media in regards to that situation. There are other ways that it is useful not only in my type of business, but in retail business, healthcare, if you have a grand opening on a new wing of a hospital or a new doctor was coming above. I mean, there's so many things that you can use social media to promote. It's endless. It's endless of what you can promote and what you can use it for. But as long as you're putting in keywords that people are going to see, people are going to be interested in. Otherwise, it all can kind of tend to be the same when you're looking down your news feed, especially on Facebook. And so you need something to really pop out at them. And so I find that having pictures is a good way, and then having the right wording, the right keywords is a great way of doing it too. And why do you promote your organization? Why are you going to use social media to promote? For growth, to grow your organization, to get more people interested in what you're doing. And in order to obtain that growth, it's going to take a little time. And because social media is so abundant, it can take time to perfect. You're going to need to finesse it a little. And you're going to need to find the biggest thing is finding time in your day to do it, uh, because it may not be directly on unless you have it on your your computer screen all day long. It can be something you forget about. It can be the back, you have a meeting, you have this. You need to make it important, and by setting aside an hour, 30 minutes even, just to do either research on what you want to post, creating ads to post, or just doing the posting itself, you need to have time to really focus on that, because like I said before, it's important what we're putting out there in order to better describe what our organization is doing. And according to Brett Relander's article, How to Make Time for Social Media Marketing from entrepreneur.com, he said the key thing is to think about who are you marketing to. Focus on building content your audience will enjoy and find valuable. It's just like what I was saying. It is essential that it's something that you're thinking about, something that you're finessing. And to do that, you're going to want to make a plan. A plan is essential for knowing what you want to do with your social media marketing. You're going to want to, what do you want to promote? Just like we discussed before, what do you want to promote? What do you want to say? And it all comes back down to, what is the brand that you want out there? And then once you have that plan, there are tools to help you. There are online tools like Sway, Feedly, or Nuzzle. What these online tools do is they go through important news articles that would pertain to your organization to post. And so rather than having to Google everything, you're gonna put a keyword into these tools, and it's gonna come up with information that would be pertinent based on obviously what you've put in there, but it's working for you. And so rather than to have it's a time saver. These are really big time savers. Another crucial part of your plan is knowing how to use the different types of social media platforms correctly. There are ways of using them, and so I'm going to talk about what I feel are the big three. I'm going to talk about Twitter, Facebook, and Instagram. With Twitter, what we found in my business and what I've read online is that people use this as a communication tool to the individual rather than a communication tool to the mass to get information out to everyone. This is a way to really have a one-on-one time. It's 140 characters or less. It is a great tool to use if someone has a question, if someone has concerns, if they want to give feedback. Is another good way to use it. You can answer questions. You need to be diligent. You may have to have your Twitter page up so you're watching it more closely than like your Facebook page or your Instagram page in case the questions do come in. But you can also use feedback on there to better help realize what your clientele wants. And so Twitter is great that way. Now with Facebook, that is a bigger platform. First off, on your Facebook page, you can put your contact information, your hours of operation, pictures of your employees, pictures of the corporate staff, so that way they have a face to the name, to who they're speaking with on the phone or emailing. It is always nice to see a person, even though it is the social media and it's online, it's still nice to know kind of who you're talking to. And then also, besides the information that's on your Facebook page, you also have the ability to have larger stories on there, larger advertisements on there. It's more of the way to get a hold of the masses rather than the individual. People could still send messages and you could still have questions answered there, but it really is essential that you're using it as the advertising hub, whereas rather than Twitter, where that was more for feedback and for questions. And then finally, I'll just go Instagram. Instagram is a photo social media app, and so it's taking a picture and writing a little blurb about that. A great way to use that is to connect with the clientele also on a personal level. Like you can post pictures on Facebook. This is only pictures. And so it would be great if you're going to have a grand opening, have some pictures of there, pictures of what's going on, of your new building, things like that. Something that I know MSU did and a lot of different universities have done with their graduating classes is they've taken a picture of the empty auditorium before the graduation ceremonies begin to kind of get people excited, to get people really pumped up about the graduation ceremony. And so there's lots of different things you could post on Instagram picture-wise, but it's a real good way to connect the individual, the people with you in the organization, not just the organization as a whole, but maybe if you're doing something special within the organization and they want to promote that, that's a great tool for that. And so while it does take planning, it is vital in business today to make time to create that social media marketing plan to make sure your business continues to grow. And that's what we all want. We want growth. We want profits if we're in retail, and this is a way to get that for that. So in the beginning, I mentioned how important social media marketing is to businesses, but it's just as important to our consumers, to our clientele. According to Nielsen, 33% of consumers prefer to contact through social media rather than on the phone. We have become an environment of instantaneous gratification, and that's including with questions answered, with a phone call. No one likes to be put on hold to hear that awful music in the background. We want to be able to get a hold of someone, and whether it is on Facebook sending a message or Twitter sending a tweet and having it come back in a timely manner, that is, for many people, that is much easier in their busy lives as well than having to call someone and wait and put on hold on the phone. And so at this point, I almost feel it is career suicide not to have a social media plan, a social media marketing plan. It's so important for every aspect of business, and it's so important in every type of business, to make sure that you're able to connect with people. And it's probably these days the best way to connect with people. And so whether it's a retail or educational, and like in my career, for instance, or healthcare organizations, to name just a few, every organization is using social media to get their brand out, or should be using social media to get their brand out, in order to promote what they have to offer the world of business. So I really thank you for taking your time to listen to me speak about the importance of social media, and I hope that everyone goes out and they create social media for their organization. Thank you, and good luck blogging. Have a wonderful day.